equal give and take in a relationship. We have the Ace of Cups, which is like an opportunity in love, a new beginning in love, an offer of love. But we also have the Nine of Pentacles, which represents, being kind of like self employed, being in your power, having a stable foundation in your life, materially being successful, being, it's kind of being single, right? And focusing on your career, getting established. So it could be one of those two things, or obviously, whatever, however, how this applies to you. But it's like Spirit wants you to know to keep having faith in your dreams and have patience. Things will manifest. You will have this equal love. I'm just not sure if it's like in the way that you expect or if it's with the person that you expect. So if this is love for you, where you want this Two of Cups, right? You want this reunion, you want to unite with your soulmate. Um and there are worry, maybe you have a specific person in mind and you have worries about this. It's somebody that you have to forgive because they could have hurt you, they could have said no to you, right? And to you it feels like it's an unfinished symphony, it's unfinished business, there's something that still needs to conclude, you need to get closure on it, where in your head it's still, you have hope and faith in this connection, right? What I'm getting here is, I feel like there's like a new offer. Well, we have no. Okay, we can't deny that we have no. So the answer to your question with regards to your situation, the universe is saying no. But I don't think it's like a no as in like this is never going to happen for you. I think it's a no as in like it might happen in a different type of form, in a different type of way, in a way that you don't expect it. There is a lot of love here with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, and we do have patience, so I feel like this is temperance. So there's a lot of healing and it's right under forgiveness, and this card too, to me speaks of like healing, growing as a person, evolving, and really just going within and, you know dealing with the pain that you have felt from the situation that you were in the past that caused a lot of it hurt you, and you have to really be able to forgive, or you have to, this is kind of what you need to know, is like you have to forgive this past situation, you have to forgive this person, whatever it is that caused you so much pain, whatever it is that said no to you, it was really for your own healing, it was really to put you in your power. This no that came to you was to make you realize your true potential and your true power. And I feel like this unfinished symphony, this cycle is going to come to a close. And there's going to be a whole new beginning in love, offering you love. Now, this could be romantic love, whatever your question is, or it could be an opportunity in life that brings you a lot of happiness and really fulfills you on an emotional level. Now, that's potential. Okay, so that's the offer. There's no guarantees, but we do have the Two of Cups that follows. So it goes from one cup to two cups. So it's like this love offer that gets extended to you, or an offer that is something that makes you really happy, you've been wanting for a while. It comes to you in the form of another person or in the form of a situation where it's the love that you give is also being reciprocated back to you. So if it's has to do with like a career, it's like the effort that you put into this endeavor, the effort that you put in, like all the passion and everything, is that you give back the same what you're worth. You get back what you put in. So it's like you're getting paid very good money for what it is that you do, and you're being recognized and seen for how amazing you are and how talented you are, and you're getting like a good amount of pay back for it, right? Or recognition. Or if it's with love, like, you're being seen and loved for who you are just as much as you want to be loved and as you love the other person. So it's just a very equal type of energy exchange here. Um, so whether it's with the person or situation that you're wanting it with, um, it seems like No, the no is your answer to that. But to keep having faith in your dreams, because there's something new and even better coming to you. You've been very patient, and I do see things coming into harvest. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you've been patient, you've done the work, and now you're ready to reap the rewards, reap the benefits. And that has to do with this beautiful 2 of Cups energy, soulmate type of love, or a situation where you feel truly seen for who you are and appreciated for who you are. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's something better for you. I feel like if you have been stuck on, like, for example, a person, like, let's say this is a person for you that you're asking about, okay? And it's like an unfinished symphony in your head. It gives you a lot of anxiety. You don't want to feel like this. Like, this is not how you should be feeling about from anyone or in any situation. But let's say this person that you're asking about has like a Page of Cups energy, okay? Or maybe even like the King of Cups energy. Maybe they're the king, right? So they're very emotionally mature, they're stable, they're like your perfect person. Well, this is saying that like you don't even know what's possible for you. You don't even know what is coming for you. Have faith in your dreams. You don't even know that you can have the Emperor. So you're not going to only get the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles or one of the kings or queens, depending on what you're looking for, right? The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. You're going to get the Emperor or the Empress. Okay, so it's like there's so much more potential for you that is coming to you that you don't even realize right now. So this no is definitely a redirection towards something even better. And this has to do with something that really hurt you, caused you some pain, forced you to heal, and really allowed you to step into your power. And now that you're in your power, you can really complete this cycle, get out of this overthinking, keep having faith in your dreams, and then you have this beautiful new beginning in love, and ending in the 2 of Cups. Or, yeah, that's beautiful. So this could very well either be a person that you are really passionate about and really in love with and makes you feel excited and alive, and this is the person that you're looking for. Okay, um know that you will have that and then some, because they are not just the King of Wands but also the Emperor. So they're the King of Wands, they're the King of Cups, they're the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So they got it all going on. Okay, not just the King of Wands, who is perhaps just going to be, um I don't know, they might have trouble settling down, they might just want to have some fun and then uh not commit long term. You have the Emperor. So that's regards to a situation, like a person, then that. Also have faith in your dreams. I'm getting that your dream might be to be like somebody like really successful in your career, or to have like, just you're trying to manifest something, and it's something that you're really passionate about and you're really excited about, and just to know that you will get there, like to keep having faith in your dreams. You will be the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, and it's just this very attractive energy. You're just attracting everything that you want to you. It's like you're a natural born leader. Maybe you want to become an entrepreneur with this Nine of Pentacles energy here. Just know that, yes, like you will get there, and keep having faith in your dreams of becoming this King of Wands, right? Just this very reliable and generous person, confident, ambitious, charismatic, motivated, very attractive. Like, this is your energy, and to keep being in that energy as well. Yeah, keep being in this King of Wands energy and going after what you want, and that and also have faith in your dreams, and you will get it. But I'm feeling like this no is kind of saying like the situation that you're asking about, that is a no, and there is something better. Okay, now it could be something better in the same form, right? So it could be the same. type of, so if it's a person that you're asking about, it could be the same person but a little bit upgraded, having had gone through this healing, done a lot of work, have sort of maybe they can move from like the King of Wands to being the Emperor, change is possible. So it's like they come back and they're this, whatever you've been dreaming about is the person that they are now, or it's a completely new person. But I'm getting new person. I'm getting new cycle, new person with this Ace of Cups. Okay, this like new energy, like let go of the past, you know, forgive where you need to forgive, let it go, accept it, move on. There's something better for you on the horizon. Being in this Nine of Swords energy is not an energy space that anyone should ever put you in, or you should put yourself in for anyone or any situation. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to get too specific about any certain situation in case you're asking about something else, but I'm just trying to deliver like what I see. And yeah. So this is for advice for group 1 with regards to this question and situation. What advice do you have for them? What advice do you have for them? Proceeding softly, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. Okay, so it's kind of telling me, especially with this patience card, it's to go forward slowly, okay? Um, your inner power, which Nine of Pentacles to me represents you being very powerful and having a lot of inner power, right? Inner strength. And you really gain momentum, you really gain strength and power when you do spend time on your own. Hence, the Nine of Pentacles energy being here. I feel like you need to be alone right now. You need to spend some time with yourself, healing, growing, aligning your energy, forgiving, continuing to have faith in your dreams, finishing up this cycle, letting go of whatever the situation is that is obviously not serving you and it's causing a lot of stress and worry and pain for you. It's to give yourself permission to feel the pain, deal with it, but then to move out of it. And you don't have to do it fast. You can do it slowly and softly. That's actually your advice. So to give yourself permission to heal and to be in this space of like, I guess stagnation or like slowness, so that you can truly heal and finish this unfinished symphony, finish up this cycle, because there's something way better for you on the horizon. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Well, there you go. Yeah. I feel like you're holding some sort of resentment towards someone, somebody that hurt you, that said no to you, that rejected you. You're feeling, yeah, kind of like even angry towards them, resenting them for putting you in this space, right? Putting you in this space where, you're worried and you're anxious and you feel like crap, right? Putting you in this space of like stagnation and not knowing what to do and having to have patience, just kind of a lot of blame too, like pointing the finger at them. And it's really like, that's victim mentality. Like you can't be pointing the finger at them or this situation that caused this feeling. You have to take control over your life and just surrender all of your resentments, forgive, accept it, let it go, and move toward more positive change in your life. Move forward. You can only receive this beautiful abundance of love if you have let go of these unresolved issues of the past. So that is your advice. All right, group 1. That is what I have for you. I hope that that was helpful and it gave you some clarity. If it did, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm sending you lots of love. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, group 2. So if you chose this seashell, this is your reading. So today we're doing a yes or no reading on any question that you are inquiring about a yes or no question that you're inquiring about regarding a certain situation in your life, a relationship, or anything. So I'm keeping it pretty open and pretty general. And I'm just going to try to get like a yes or no. And then obviously any other details that come through, I will also share that. And I will be pulling 2 oracle cards at the end of the reading to get some advice for you on how to deal with this situation or how to move forward. All right, so for your cards, we have improving health, take action, message in a bottle, look at the bigger picture, a new romantic cycle begins, suffering in silence, Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and Strength. Wow, a lot of power here, powerful energy. Okay, yes or no? I feel like there's something really good here for you happening. Um, so I would say yes. I would say things are improving. Okay. I feel like if you have been in this suffering in silence type of energy, which isn't the Nine of Swords energy, just kind of overthinking the worst case scenarios, sleepless nights, not being able to find peace within because you're just over analyzing the situation, perhaps regards to the question that you're asking about. Um, it's saying that things are going to improve. Your mental health will be improving as well. So, improving health to me kind of speaks of like your mental health right now because you're in this Nine of Swords energy and you need to be getting out of that, looking at the bigger picture. So, I feel like yeah, and even her, look at her. She's on the top of the mountain, kind of looking out over the horizon, looking at those other mountain peaks. To me, showing that like she has found her peace and she's looking at the bigger picture, right? She's looking over the horizon. And then we have look at the bigger picture. So getting out of this Nine of Swords, overthinking energy, overanalyzing, and just like being in fear and in stress and anxiety and worry about your situation. Instead, look at the bigger picture, okay? Don't get so caught up on the details and on this like the little things that the what ifs and the worst case scenarios and how you can feel and how whatever. Look over the horizon, look past all of those issues, look past the clouds, look past everything, and look at this sun there. She's looking at this sun like there is sunshine at the end, there is happiness at the end. No need to worry at all. Just look at the bigger picture, look past all of the bullshit, and just look at the bigger picture, okay? Feel like you are going to be getting communication soon about the question that you're asking about, and that yeah, there's gonna be quick moving like action toward you as far as either physical movement or some sort of communication coming in. So improving health, right? So the situation is going to be improving, and with take action, there's this person on this horse. It's almost like moving toward you, like coming toward you. So I do feel like there's some action or rewards or communication, clarity coming toward you, okay, quickly. And then, especially with this bow and arrow, that moves really quickly as well. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so just a lot of quick moving energy, um, where you will be getting some sort of communication. So, yes, no need to worry. If this is about a romantic side, like a romantic partner, like a love situation question, a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so that's a new moon in Libra. And if you're watching this as I'm like recording it, that's coming up pretty soon. Actually, we're already in Libra season. So yes, but besides all of that, I feel like justice will be served. You will get what you have been wanting this whole time. So if it's a romantic cycle, then yeah, you will have the love that you have been you know just thinking about, right? Worrying and wondering about. And also, if it's not romantic, then just a new cycle is going to begin for you that is going to you're finally going to see like the physical manifestation of what it is that you've been wanting, okay? Or you will finally see results for what you've been energetically trying to manifest. You will have balance in your life. You put in the work, now you get rewards for that work. Queen of, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here, this is like being in your abundance, having, um, so this could go both ways. This could go with regards to like a relationship, but if it is romantic, this is settling down, it's commitment. It's perhaps you're going to be getting some sort of message about somebody wanting to commit to you in this romantic cycle. No need to worry about this. Um, we have Sagittarius energy twice and Leo. So you might be dealing with a fire sign or somebody with strong fire in their chart, but it's just showing me that things are going to start shifting and things are going to be happening pretty quickly soon here with all of this fire. And then the Libra energy, which we're in right now. But with this Queen of Pentacles, yeah, I feel like this is just a lot of abundance and prosperity that is coming your way, or whatever it is that you're asking about. It's a yes, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance and material success. And this is also a card of like independence and empowerment and physical stability. Okay, being really stable financially, being successful, and also of being very like motherly and nurturing and loving and kind of like the wife energy, right? Wife or husband energy. So that's why I said about like if it's a relationship, then there's going to be this nice homey type of energy where, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, mom, dad, kids, family, right? That like family type of energy, but still working and like independent. So yes, this card to me is a very positive card and is showing that you will have abundance in love and relationship and in work and career. With temperance and strength, I do feel like this is calling for you to be strong, like, look, it's like you have been waiting. I know. You've been very patient, you've been very diligent, and you have been doing the work. Okay, you have been focusing on yourself, focusing on gaining strength, taming your fears. You've been really, suffering in silence, but you're really trying to get out of that energy. And I just feel like whatever it is that you're asking about, there's just a lot of like there's a strong connection to this thing that you're asking about. Like there's a strong spiritual connection, because to me temperance is a very spiritual card. It's a very divinely guided card. That's like she has angel wings, and strength usually has the infinity symbol above her head, representing also her higher self. This is her pure true self. And then the lion, the beast, whatever, is representing her like ego self, her smaller physical mind, self, separate self. So it's really just being in power of that and in control of that. So there's a lot of like spiritual energy here. And I do feel like this thing that you're asking about is very spiritually guided. And it's like you have a very strong connection to this outcome. Like this outcome is meant to be yours, and like you can't miss it. Like it is happening. And there's just like quick moving energy around it. So yes, the answer from the universe is yes, with regards to your question or situation. And you want to clarify message in a bottle. What is this message in a bottle? Clear from message in a bottle. We have strength again. Oh my gosh. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some sort of message coming in. It's something that you have been working towards. It's something that you have been putting in the effort, and a lot of You've overcome a lot of things through this process of waiting and through this process of working towards this goal of yours, this manifestation of yours. Okay. So it's like this cat is sitting on this goat, right? Representing to me that like the goat does not give up. It's Capricorn energy. Like the goat does not give up until it gets to the top of the mountain. It keeps working hard. And I'm getting the sense that like you have invested a lot of time and energy and focus into this thing, and you've been very strong. You have been very, very strong during this process, and you've gained a lot of strength within yourself because of this journey that you have had to undergo. And it's kind of like the universe is saying, yes, like keep going, like this is the right path, and you will get your rewards. Like you are being recognized. Okay, you will be getting recognized. You will be getting some sort of um message about this so that you know that you're to get confirmation that yes to your question. And in fact, there's also a new cycle that is approaching you. So do not worry, you know? Okay, let's get some advice. What advice can we get for group two regarding their situation and their question? What advice? What can group two do? What do they need to focus on? What advice do you have to offer? Taking action? Are you kidding me? Take action twice. Enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like you're coming out of this energy of stagnation where you don't know what's going on, you're overthinking it. And, the best way to get out of this energy of overthinking things is to just get into action, right? Like go after what it is that you want. So take action twice. Now, I was reading this as like there's action coming toward you, there's messages and communication and opportunities coming toward you. But having this come out twice is also telling me that you also need to be taking action. Don't just say, and wait for things to come to you. It is time for you to get out of your comfort zone and take action towards your dreams, to keep having faith in your dreams, and to like hit the bullseye, right? Like have your focus where it is that you want to go and do it and go for it. And you will have success, you will have abundance, you will have romance, you will have love, whatever it is that you're looking for, you will have. You have done the work, you have done the healing, you have been patient. Now it is time to take action and go do it. And that is going to definitely improve your health. By taking action is going to help you get out of this stress and worry and like overthinking, because you can obsessively think about something 500 times and that's not going to get you any results or peace. The moment that you take action, like you call that person or you apply for that job or you put yourself out there and do something or you sign up for this class, that's the moment that like, oh, okay, all that anxiety that I've been having thinking about how this situation will unfold is now gone because now I actually did it and I know it's not even that bad. So action always combats like anxiety. Okay. What else does group two need to know? What advice can you give them? Group two, the swan. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. So your advice for how to move forward is take action and also stay spiritually aligned and spiritually attuned, and to know that this journey and putting yourself out there, taking action towards what it is that you want is not easy. And the whole time that you're doing it, you might hit some roadblocks and you might feel a lot of fear or whatever, but to know that you're not alone and you do have the universe, the divine, source, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it. You do have your team around you supporting you, and you can always connect with that energy so you're never alone. And they're always here to support you, and you can always ask for guidance and you can always ask for help. Okay. You can always ask for help from your divine team. They are here to support you. They want you to fulfill your life purpose just as much as you do. You are connected, you are not separate from the universe. And just what it is that you want, and just pray from the heart, just pray, visualize, meditate on, ask for what it is that you truly deeply want in your heart. and that will help you get to your goal that you are taking action towards. Okay, so that was your reading, group 2. I really hope that that gave you some clarity and that resonated with you. If it did, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am sending you lots of love. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, group 3. So if you chose this little seashell, this is your reading. So today we're doing a yes or no reading regarding any question that you need clarity on, or like anything that you need a yes or no answer on regarding a certain life situation, relationship, or anything like that. I'm going to try to keep it pretty general unless you get like specific details on what this question could be regarding, but I'll still keep the yes or no pretty general just so you get your clarity. And then I will be pulling some oracle cards at the end to get some advice on how you can move forward, or like what you need to know about your situation. All right, so for your cards, we have unlikely, listen to your intuition, new life, a win-win outcome is forecast. Movement, choices, and decisions is the Two of Pentacles in the tarot. Love begins. This is the Ace of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I am feeling. Okay, we have literally 4 cards here talking about a new beginning, like a whole new life, a whole new cycle. Okay, so a strong message that I'm getting is that the question you're asking, it's like, it's unlikely, that is unlikely to happen or unfold the way that you assume it is going to unfold. Like that specific questioning asking about is a kind of like a no, but there's like a whole new thing here that's being birthed into creation here for you, and it is going to result in success. Like a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. I'm getting okay. So with the win-win outcome is forecast, I'm getting that either way that you go, I feel like you're going to have success. Either way you go, you're going to have success. I with this listen to your intuition card, it's like you already know the answer deep down inside, and like that, it's almost like your intuition's already telling you like what you need to do. Perhaps your intuition is telling you unlikely, like this situation is unlikely to happen in the way that I want it to happen, or with the person I want it to happen, or it's just unlikely in this way, or in the way that I want. And that's why you have to like really make a choice here, make a decision, and move forward based on your intuition. Um, and maybe you just need like a confirmation on that. So I'm getting moving on from whatever it is that you're asking about, listening to your intuition. If your intuition has been kind of nudging you to move on and move forward, then this is a yes. Move on, move forward. Take a leap of faith, okay, into the unknown, and when you make a decision, when you make your choice in your decision, do it based on your intuition. So that's a show message here. So whatever it is that you choose to decide, listen to your intuition, because I do feel like yeah, I don't know, like with this win-win outcome, a win-win is always like, it's not just you're winning, but the other party is winning as well. Okay, so this whole new cycle that you're going into, because we have new life, okay, we have new life, we have love begins, of the Fool, and this heavy energy, but this is the end of that cycle. So I feel like whatever this new thing is that you are attracting and manifesting, it's like it's going to be equal and balanced, and both of you are going to be happy. Both the situation, like the energy that's outside of you, is going to also win, and you are also going to win. Or I'm also reading that as like, no matter what you decide in the situation, you're going to win. Okay, like there's no wrong decision, but one of them, it just depends on how you want to feel. Okay, like one of them is going to bring this love, this abundance of love. into your life. You're going to come out of it's going to force you to come out of your shell, come out of your comfort zone. And the other one is going to kind of keep you in this old cycle. Okay. But why is that a win-win? Okay. A clarified win-win. Let me shuffle real quick. So that's what I'm getting, but it's like, why? Okay, win-win outcome is forecast. Just clarify why both choices are a win-win. Clarify win-win outcome is forecast. The that came out in group one. Okay, one part click. I feel like no matter what choice you make, it's going to result in you being in your power and being happy and finding your happiness. Like your indecisiveness right now, your confusion, which is leaning more towards unlikely, by the way. So, whatever asking about the energy I'm getting, just to give you a clear, definite answer, it's leaning towards no. Like, no. But I am seeing that if you choose to go the other way, it's still going to, like, no matter which way you choose, it's still going to put you in this Emperor energy, and into this Three of Cups, which is happiness. And then this is just like being in your power, being a leader, going after what you want, attracting what you want, just being very respected by other people, looking up to you, just being in your power, right? The King of all kings in your masculine energy, but also having a lot of fun and playfulness. Um, so it's like either choice to make, and then the Seven of Cups, which is just like being confused. I don't know which choice to make, but it's like you have so many options. I feel you have so many options, and it's like it's almost like you have adjacent possibilities. You know that card in that other Oracle deck. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it kind of reminds me of that card. It's like you have so many options right now and possibilities that can manifest in your favor. That it's like no matter what you choose, it's going to work out for you. It's going to lead you ultimately to being, successful. Okay, being successful, basically, just to use one word for it, being happy and successful, to winning. Okay, and you have so many options, but if you choose the option that aligns with your intuition, okay, as opposed to like following what's practical, following what's comfortable, following what's familiar, using logic and your head to make a decision, what makes sense money wise. Okay, so if you that's like all of this decisions I think that you have to make. So you can like make a decision based on that. And I feel like that is not really what spirit is guiding you to do. It's saying unlikely. Like don't go that route. Like don't make those decisions based on your head. Yes, you will still get to where it is you want to be. The road might just be a little bit harder. The road, you might experience a little bit more pain. You might be in this painful energy a little bit longer if you make a decision not based on your intuition. Spirit wants you to make a decision based on your intuition, based on your heart, what it is that you feel called to do, no matter how scary, okay, no matter how much you have to come out of your shell and break free of your limitations and break through the fear, okay, no matter any of that, you need to follow your intuition. That's going to get you into this new cycle faster, and it's going to be less arduous. Trusting and having faith, right? Taking a leap of faith, following your intuition, knowing like, oh my God, this doesn't make any sense. This is crazy. Um, I'm scared. Like I'm attached to the past. I'm attached to the familiar. And if this is a person that you're inquiring about, perhaps it could be somebody that did make you feel like this, or you had an ending with a person, or you had an ending, a really rough ending with somebody, like a separation, or even like a job that like maybe you got laid off from, or there's like uncertainty about this job, or a new job that you're inquiring about, something that caused you to feel in this way. Um, and it's just kind of saying that, if you listen to your intuition, you are going to be moving out of this cycle of feeling just really just not in flow, just very stuck, heavy, hurt, in pain, just kind of like a lot of mental conflict, a lot of fear, a lot of overthinking, okay? Yeah, by listening to your intuition, you're going to be getting out of this cycle into a new life, okay, as the fool, taking a leap of faith, and love will begin there. You know, you will have love, you will be attracting love to you. Now, this love could be in the form of something you love as far as like a job or money or situation or a person, right? Anything that makes you happy. But you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. And I'm getting that if you use your head and if you ignore your emotions, usually the Two of Pentacles in the traditional tarot is a person that is turning their back towards the ocean behind them with the waves. That to me representing like water energy, so your emotions and your intuition and your feeling space. And it's kind of like, nope, I'm ignoring my feelings and ignoring my intuition, and I'm juggling all these responsibilities and trying to get through and trying to make a decision based on like what's logical, what's practical, what works. And they're the whole time they're avoiding their actual feelings about the situation. And when you go that route, it's kind of spirit is trying to tell you like that's like an unlikely, and not that you're not going to have um success at the end, but it's just why go down that road? This is kind of the path to like getting there. It might take longer, and it'll just be harder. It'll be more painful. Or if you're in this pain right now with regards to this situation, because it's giving you like a headache and you just like not knowing what to do, or maybe this person or whatever is causing you this anguish, why continue to be in this cycle if you just let go and take a leap of faith and go towards what you deserve is going to breathe this whole new life and love and just a lot of goodness. Like I said, 4 cards about like a new cycle. It's going to put an end to this chaos here, this conflict that you feel, this heaviness, and then you're going to have balance and success. And yeah, just like following your intuition is key here in making this choice. But so, like I said earlier, like what I'm getting from this is the answer is no with regards to what you're asking about, because there's something much better. And I feel like you're not following your intuition on this. And you need to really get out of your head and follow your intuition in making this decision. Which, if you followed your intuition, I feel like the answer to your question would be a no, because there's something better for you. Or maybe it's not a no necessarily to this specific situation, but like the way you're approaching it is a no. The way you're approaching it's not a strong no, it's unlikely. So it's unlikely to work out the way that you want if you continue to go about it in the way of like trying to control the situation and force things to happen. If you let go, you're in the surrendered energy, you're listening to your intuition, you're going with the flow. That's going to open the door a lot easier for you to this new life in love, or something that makes you happy and fulfills you. This potential. This is all potential here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay. Group 3. What do they need to know? Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. I feel like these cards totally go together. New life. Like she's coming out of, like the egg has hatched and she's coming out and just kind of like, okay, I'm free to be me. This is who I am, world. you know, Love it or hate it, I'm coming out. And it's like, it's really by you coming out and shining your light, shining your truth by following your intuition, and taking this leap of faith and trusting the universe and aligning your energy. You really reveal your radiance. You really shine bright and you become this emperor, You become this strong magnetic being who's just radiating happiness, this 3 of Cups, and you attract people to you as well. You attract love, you attract friends, you attract opportunities, just a very attractive energy. Okay, and then for our final oracle card, Group 3, what advice do you have for that? What advice do you have for Group 3? Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I feel like you're in this controlling, forcing, manipulating energy, trying to like control this situation. And it's like if you go about it that way, it's unlikely that you're going to manifest what it is that you want in the exact way that you want. But listening to your intuition is really like going with the flow, right? Trusting the universe, surrendering, going with divine timing. Divine timing is really just saying like you're not ready to receive what it is that you want right now. So it's not the universe being like cruel and like, oh, divine timing. I think divine timing is a beautiful thing because it teaches you how to be patient. It teaches you a lot of spiritual lessons, okay? It teaches you the spiritual lesson of surrendering, of trusting, of having faith, of being patient, of accepting the as is, of going with the flow. I mean, that's what the journey's about. As much as we want to think that this journey's about having our romantic love life, in order, no, this human journey is a very spiritual journey and it's all about evolving ourselves, evolving our souls. So the soul doesn't really care about like having romance in your life. It just cares about growing and evolving. So I feel like surrendering to divine timing, you learn so many lessons through that journey. And the quicker that you learn to surrender to this divine timing and stop trying to control the situation, is when you get out of this energy, when you get out of this heavy energy and you get into your new cycle, which promises a lot of love, ironically, right? So it's like you always do get what you want at the end. A win-win outcome is forecast, but it's just how do you go about getting it? What is the path and the steps you take to getting your success? Do you go the hard way or do you go in the way that you're in flow and you're surrendering and you're being true to yourself and you're listening to your intuition? Which route do you want to take? It's up to you. You will get there either way. We have a lot of choices and options of what path to take. And I feel like the path you're on right now and trying to, um, like the question you're asking about, the reason it's saying unlikely is because the route you're taking is not the right route for you. You need to reevaluate. Yeah. Okay, so that was your reading. I really hope that that was helpful and gave you some clarity. If it did, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am sending you lots of love. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Have your form. So if you chose this seashell, this is your reading. So today we're doing a yes or no reading on a question of your choice, regarding anything really in life. It's a pretty general reading, trying to get clarity whether it's a yes or a no, and any other details that we can get regarding the situation that you're in, or, whatever other messages want to come through. And then I will also be pulling a couple oracle cards at the end to get any advice for how to move forward or anything that you need to know regarding this question or situation that you're in or that you're asking about. All right, so for your cards, we have choose a new direction, romance, regeneration, your dreams need a practical plan, communication is key, material harvest, which is the Nine of Pentacles in the tarot, Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles again, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. It's funny because like all of the readings so far, like I think maybe all of them, I don't really remember anymore, but they were all about like a new cycle or something new, like letting go of the old and starting something new. This is now, I think, the third pile that has like a very similar message to that. So I don't know, this is like a collective energy that we're all needing to go through, like shed the old, right? Leave behind the outdated and the familiar and our comforts and hanging on to the past and moving into like a better future, something that's more aligned with us and something that we deserve that is more aligned with our energy. And it's like we're afraid to let go of the past because it's all we know and we've been locked inside the house for so long. Or I'm not sure, but there's just this like collective energy of like let go of the old and move and trust this new cycle, like trust something, like let go and move forward. Yeah, so that's the message that I'm getting. It's just like choose a new direction. So, and this, the romance card came up. So I'm going to try to read this as pretty open as possible, but it's pretty obvious to me that like romance regarding love, right? So your question might be related to a love situation and basically yes or no with regards to that. So I'm getting the message of choosing a new direction and letting go of the old, okay, so that you can make room for the new. We have this regeneration card here, which is basically talking about a death and a rebirth. And it also talks about second chances, okay? But with the new direction here, I feel like it's just a whole new beginning. It's a whole new beginning. So the answer to your question, if it has to do with like a relationship, I would say like a romantic relationship, I would say no. No, because we have the Nine of Pentacles twice. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles speaks of being independent. It's the single person card. Okay, single man and single lady. We have both genders here, so it's then they come out twice. So it's like just a really strong message that like I feel like you kind of are alone right now, or have been alone for a while, or need to be alone and spend time on your own goals and dreams and passions and desires and like your own career, even like celebrating yourself and really, yeah, like I said, like the Knight of Wands is here too. It's kind of just going after your dreams and focusing more on that, on your passions. I feel like you've been feeling like you've been left on the cold, kind of isolated from the world. Uh, I get this alone energy from you. Perhaps you've been waiting on communication from a person with this communication is key. New and then Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus because we have your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so this is a question about like your dreams and your passions and like your goals, your career maybe. I feel like there's a lot of success. Like you're going to have a lot of like victory and success and you will be recognized for your work. You will all of the effort that you're putting into this endeavor is going to pay off for sure. And to keep going. So this is if that's what this is to keep going, but choose a new direction. It's kind of like you have to go about it in a different way. It's like you have to let go of the old way of doing things and like do it in a different way. How? What kind of different way? Let's clarify that. And then also like your dreams need a practical plan. So maybe I've been like kind of going forward without thinking about how to move forward, just very like okay, impulsive, like the Knight of Wands, right? Like just being very Knight of Wandsy, like impulsive and just like jumping into situations, spontaneous doing things, and not really taking the time to think about like, well, what's the end game here? What do I want to accomplish? How do I actually do this in a smart and efficient way? Not just like jumping into things, trying something new, and then going to another thing and going to another thing. Maybe you have a lot of passions that you're focusing on and you don't know which one to choose. Um, or maybe like you've just been um you have like a scattered energy where like you're doing so many things at once and you're not accomplishing any one thing. So it's kind of like you have to sit down with yourself and literally like take out a notebook and a pen and just write down your goals and how can you achieve them, how can you move forward, be practical about it a little bit. Gemini does tend to be like this like all over the place type of energy. So maybe you're in this kind of energy where you are just very like spontaneous and impulsive and just like one idea, another idea, just like head of us up in the clouds, very scattered type of thinking. And you just need to get grounded a little bit and to see, well, okay, so what do I want to burn away, right? Like, what do I want to let go from the past, from like, how can I move forward in a better way, choose a new direction? So it's kind of like reevaluating is what I'm getting, reevaluating how to move forward in your life so that you can have this abundance that you are seeking, so that you can take yourself out of this Five of Pentacles energy, which seems to be the energy that you are in, or have been in, were in. Okay. So that's like with your career or like your passion or like your business, like that's the message there. Um, because we have Nine of Pentacles twice, like there is success here. Your hard work is paying off. Just keep going. But, ground yourself about how exactly to do that. If this is a romantic question, and of course, this would be other questions too, like family, whatever, but, we have romance. So if this is a question about romance, I feel like you need to communicate how you feel. You need to communicate how you feel. You need to choose a new direction. Communication is key. I feel like the way you're communicating either to the universe about your desire, about what you want with romance, or to your person that you're asking about, somehow communication is playing into it, and it's like you need to choose a new way of expressing yourself or communicating your desires and your needs, because the way that you've been going about it isn't helping the situation. Or just really getting in touch with what it is that you want and desire, and what kind of how do you want to afford in this romantic partnership, and communicating that. And that's going to cause you to choose a new direction. Okay, I want to clarify, choose a new direction and then rejoin it. But choose a new direction, what do you mean? Clarify, choose a new direction. Choose a new direction. The Queen of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is Gemini energy, and we have communication is key, New Moon in Gemini. This is basically two Queen of Swords here, right under choose a new direction. I feel like there's some stuff you have to be cutting out of your life. Yeah. So whatever your question is, you got to cut it out. Like, you have to cut this out. Like, it is time to cut it out. Focus on your own worth and know that you are worthy of not feeling this way. Okay? That you want to feel this way. You want to be seen and appreciated for who you are. You want to be in the Sign of Pentacles energy, right? And there was this sense that you need to cut it out. Cut it out. Cut the person out, cut the bullshit out, cut it off, cut it out. Yeah, be more practical about it. Be more logical. Not so much in your feels and in your emotions. Like, all we have are pentacles here, okay? We have air. We have pentacle, pentacle, pentacle. Taurus is earth again. So that's all earth. It's like really not being in your fields about it and letting your emotions take over, your romantic feelings take over. But really just being in your truth and speaking your truth and being like, you know what? This is not something that makes me happy. I deserve better. Or just making a choice for yourself to choose a new direction. Why is regeneration here? Clarify regeneration. Clarify regeneration. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, yeah, again, more Pentacles. So this could definitely be a career-related question, but it could just also be, yeah, just very goal-focused. It's like, yeah, it's like really taking the time to evaluate. Reevaluate. What is this thing? A thing you're asking about, okay? The situation. What is it doing for me? How is it fulfilling me? What do I want out of this? What do I wish I had out of this? What do I wish I had? And really doing. Okay, so this is where you're going. So I feel like the regeneration is where you're going. It's Nine of Pentacles. It's taking slow, steady, forward action towards your abundance, towards your success, towards your fulfillment. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles being just like that slow moving energy, very focused on your goals, on your desires, and not being really distracted by anything. You do the work to get there. And the Six of Pentacles being just very giving with your gift and your services. So just being very altruistic and generous and kind, and sharing your gifts and sharing what it is that you have caring about other people, but also equally getting that back from the universe, like in the form of energy, but also being very balanced and stable financially, or even just like having your goal met, like being successful, right? The Six of Pentacles, the person's giving their coins, their money to the poor. That, oh my gosh. It's like you're wanting to get out of this energy. This is like the poor, right? Like you're just a victim, you're poor, you're isolated, you're lonely, you're neglected, you're abandoned, you have nothing, you don't even have a home. Obviously all metaphoric. But you're in that kind of energy and it's like, well, I really, really want to let go of that energy. That's the regeneration. Like even with the red, like burning away, like that's going away, like that's being rebirthed into something more um uh what's the word looking for, like something that thrives, something that is more healthy, something that's more organic and like true to you. So it's like you're getting rid of this type of energy and you're birthing the Six of Pentacles for yourself, where, well, I know what it feels like to be left out in the cold, so now I want to help other people who are left out in the cold, because now I finally have my abundance and my success. And um a person that can give their abundance and their success, or a person that can share their money or share the things that they have attained, is a person who's abundant, or is a person who has a lot of things to share. That was my whole thing about just proving to you that like the Six of Pentacles is somebody who's abundant. So you are going towards abundance. So this is the new life. This is the rebirth that is happening for you here. Is yeah, just something to do with like being successful. And there's a lot of pentacles here. So it's just a lot, it's tangible. It's something, so the relationship, it's a very successful relationship. It's a very committed, solid um person, loyal, trustworthy, just very solid foundation that you have with this person. Um, and that is available to you. What do you have to cut out? What are you cutting out here? What is good for cutting out with the Queen of Swords? The King of Swords. You're cutting out your counterpart. Just kidding. Wow. Okay. What are you cutting out? Choose a new direction. So we have the Queen of Swords, which is very similar to the King of Swords, okay? I I'm kind of feeling, yeah, okay. I'm kind of feeling, if this is a romantic question, related to like a relationship or whatever, I feel like you have to cut out somebody that you thought was your counterpart, that you have a lot of feelings for and that you love. I feel like you have to cut that person out and choose a new direction. Okay? Because why? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why? Why? Because yeah. Hmm. Okay. Because I feel like you're not seeing the truth of this situation. Okay. You're not listening to your intuition, the high priestess at the bottom. You're not seeing that there is so much love for you out there. There's so much potential for this overflowing abundance of love that is going to be reciprocated to you. That's not ever going to make you feel like this. And that is why you have to choose a new direction. Because, I mean, we asked, so we have the Queen of Swords, what do you have to cut out? I asked, what do you have to cut out? And the King of Swords came out with the Queen of Cups. So it's something you have strong feelings for, right? Something that really affects you on an emotional level. You have a lot of love for. Maybe even they have a lot of love for you. It's and then with the King of Swords coming out, it's like, well, there's a Queen of Swords and a King of Swords, like that's your counterpart, like that's, you know, uh like that soulmate energy. And why do you have to cut it out? Because there's like a new beginning in love here. Is it with the same person? If this is a relationship for you, okay? Is it with the same person or same situation? If this is like career based or any of the question, try to apply this as much as you can. But is this a new person or the Six of Cups? Oh my goodness. Four of Swords. Well, okay. Okay. This reading just totally turned directions. So it somehow turned into a love reading about your ex love or something. But okay, so it's like you're not wanting to seem choose a new direction. So if you're choosing a new direction, the Queen of Swords, cutting things out, following logic, what doesn't serve you, you're not putting up with bullshit, you're speaking your truth, you're in your truth. What do you need to cut out? Maybe this King of Swords that you think is your soulmate is just full of shit right now. And you have a lot of love for them. You always have a lot of love for them, but right now it's just not the focus, not your focus. It's like they shouldn't be your focus right now. They shouldn't be your focus because they're putting you in this Two of Swords energy, or maybe they're in this Two of Swords energy where they're just like not wanting to see the truth, not wanting to deal with their emotions. Maybe you're just not wanting to deal with your emotions. You're like, I'm just done with this. But it's like you're not realizing that, like, if you choose a new direction, which to me is also like choosing a new focus on your life, right? Then romance will come. This Ace of Cups and your soulmate does come. And this Six of Cups, it is reconciliation. It is somebody from your past returning. So this person returning to you. And like I said at the beginning, regeneration is a card of second chances. But for some reason, you have to choose a new direction. Like you have to focus on your career. You have to focus on being in this Nine of Pentacles, focusing on the practical aspects of your life. Focusing on the practical aspects of your life, that's part of the journey. That is just, I feel like that's just part of the journey. And I feel like you guys are in like a separation right now. You're not talking to your person, or you're just doing a lot of healing work and focusing on yourself. And you need to just keep doing that. Okay, what advice can you give for group 4? What advice can you give for group 4? Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. Yeah. I feel like there is a reunion of some sorts with this person that you're asking about, and it's like the bridges will be mended, like things will be resolved. There's resolution here. There's that coming back together. The regeneration, healing and regeneration come back together a lot more whole. Okay? Well, what does group 4 have to surrender to? Is there my surrender? What part? What did that four have to surrender to regarding this situation? What advice do you have for them? What did I have to have for them for it? Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Wow. A new way of thinking. With this choose a new direction, I feel like the way you're going about this situation is from a place of like kind of like outdated beliefs, outdated ideas that aren't a true reflection of who you truly are. You're not being honest with yourself about some things. You're not being in your true authentic power. The Queen of Swords is very true, authentic energy, right? Just owning it. And I feel like you the choose a new direction is like you have to be more in your power, and that requires that you let go of outdated beliefs that you have about yourself, especially with this regeneration. Like that's the stuff that you're letting go of, is like this outdated stuff about you, about your beliefs, about yourself, and what you're capable of, and instead being in this Nine of Pentacles energy where you believe in yourself. And so just upgrading your mindset and changing your beliefs, things that happened in the past that don't really define who you are, and just letting that stuff go, healing from that. And it's in that process of upgrading your self belief and self love, right? Self validation. That is when you soar into excellence. That is when you come to life, and that is when you have your success. And perhaps that's when you have this reconciliation. Or you get back together with that original dream or passion of yours. So if it's not a romantic partnership here, it's like a dream that you've had for a long time that you really want to have success in. And it is coming. There is success for sure. All right, group four. So that was your reading. I really hope that that made sense and it resonated and it gave you some clarity. If it did, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am sending you lots of love. I will talk to you soon. Bye.